Welcome to a channel where the past comes alive. Today, we're taking a time-traveling adventure to 1666 London, a city bustling with life, until a single spark ignites a disaster that will change everything. Buckle up for a journey through the flames of history. Join me as we explore the Great Fire of London, 1666. In the year 1666, London pulsed with a chaotic symphony of life. Cobblestone streets echoed with the clatter of carriages and the shouts of hawkers. Smoke from 1,000 chimneys veiled the sky, a constant gray shroud above a city built of wood and dreams. But beneath the surface, a different kind of heat simmered. A summer's drought, a city choked with refuse, and a simmering discontent with the world's order. Then, in the dead of night, on September 2nd, a spark. A single rebellious ember dared to breach the darkness, igniting a fury that would consume a king's city and leave behind a legacy etched in ash and memory. The Great Fire of London had begun. It all began on a Sunday in September 1666, with a spark in a bakery on Pudding Lane owned by Thomas Farinor. Despite claims of putting it out, the flames roared back to life just a few hours later, engulfing his house. At first, the fire wasn't a major concern. Fires were quite common back then. But little did they know, a tiny spark was about to change everything. The flames, silent and small at first, began to lick their way across the dry wood. Things escalated quickly. Fueled by strong easterly winds, the blaze ripped down Pudding Lane and towards the River Thames. Dawn broke, revealing a terrifying scene. Warehouses packed with flammable materials like oil and tallow became easy prey for the flames. The fire, fueled by the close-packed buildings and strong winds, quickly spread. Panic erupted on the streets. People frantically grabbed their belongings and fled as the flames danced from rooftop to rooftop. Day turned into night, but the fire raged on. From a distance, the whole city seemed to be under siege. The iconic St. Paul's Cathedral loomed over the inferno, its fate hanging in the balance. The man at the helm during this disaster was the Lord Mayor, Sir Thomas Bloodworth, and his actions or inaction are a key part of the narrative. When the fire first broke out, Bloodworth reportedly downplayed its seriousness, famously remarking it could be extinguished with a pissing pot. This delay in taking decisive action allowed the fire to gain momentum. A common firefighting tactic of the time involved creating fire breaks by demolishing buildings in the fire's path. Bloodworth, however, hesitated due to concerns about who would pay for the rebuilding. This delay limited the effectiveness of firefighting efforts. It's important to note that some argue Bloodworth was made a scapegoat. Without the king's explicit approval, he couldn't demolish buildings without personal financial responsibility. Additionally, he may have faced resistance from city officials. Bloodworth's legacy remains tarnished by the Great Fire. While the complexities of the situation deserve consideration, his indecisiveness and limited actions in the fire's early stages are undeniable. Imagine fighting a fire in 1666. No organized fire brigade existed then. People relied on the most basic tools: leather buckets for hauling water, axes for demolition, and even water squirts. It's no surprise these methods had little effect against the raging blaze. Despite the danger, brave firefighters and ordinary citizens fought back. Young and old formed bucket brigades, desperately trying to douse the flames with water from the River Thames. Even King Charles II watched helplessly from the outskirts of the city. The fire, it seemed, was unstoppable. A desperate decision was made. Buildings in the fire's path were demolished using gunpowder. This created a fire break, a gap in the buildings, hoping to starve the fire of fuel. Finally, after 4 long days, fortune smiled upon London. The wind shifted, blowing the flames away from unburnt areas. A heavy rain poured down, dampening the flames and finally bringing relief to the exhausted city. The fire was out, but the scars remained. London was a blackened wasteland, 2/3 of the city destroyed. The people, though shaken, began the long and difficult task of rebuilding. They rebuilt their city, stronger and more fire-resistant than before. Today, London is a vibrant metropolis, a testament to the strength and determination of its people. The Great Fire may be a story of the past, but its legacy lives on in the very heart of this remarkable city. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Catch you on the next upload.